everyone, I want to welcome you back to Kathy's Creole Kitchen. Today we're going to be making what is famous in New Orleans, a muffaletta sandwich. The problem is we don't have the muffaletta bread because it's only made in New Orleans. The muffaletta sandwich was invented in New Orleans, and I think the person that invented it had some Sicilian background. But today we're going to use ciabatta bread. Traditionally, a muffaletta is made with muffaletta bread that has sesame seeds on it. I'm not big on sesame seeds, so I just chose ciabatta breads. It's kind of close to the same texture as muffaletta bread. But I'm gonna do 4 of them. I have 4 ciabattas. I have 1 cup of the giardiniera pickled vegetables. I have 1 cup of sliced olives with pimentos. And I have, let me get my little ingredients. I have 1/4 of a teaspoon of basil, 1/4 of a teaspoon of pepper, 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar, 1/4 cup of olive oil, 2 cloves of garlic. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix all that up together. And I'm just gonna do it here in my little trusty mini food processor. So what we do, we just get all this in here, because you have to make a type of, I don't know what you call it. It's a salad paste kind of, because it's what gives it the flavor. So this olive oil goes in there, the red wine vinegar, the basil, the black pepper, the salt. Salt has always given me problems. The weather's so humid, the salt just won't pour out like it's supposed to. Get all the pepper out of there. And then we get the 2 cloves of garlic that I've minced up real well, because even though we're gonna process it in there, you still don't want big hunks of it. So what we're gonna do is, now I got all that in there, I'm going to lock it in place, and then we're going to chop it up. You don't want it real like ground up. Just put it on chop. Put the food processor on chop and chop it up. And it's gonna make this lovely, see that right there? And the smell smells delicious. So I'm gonna get this. Let me get a big spoon to get it out of there. This is a real treat. I decided to make a small one because traditionally a muffaletta sandwich is probably about this big, and they cut it up into 4 pieces, and you can serve like 4 people. But if you want to eat it all, you're more than welcome to eat it all. And I'm sure after you taste it, you will want to eat it all. So we've got this all coarsely chopped. And put it all in there. Put it in there. Okay. See, it makes a lovely little olive salad, kind of what you call it. And it's got all the vegetables mixed up in it. So the next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna have to cut the ciabatta bread apart. And once I get the ciabatta bread cut apart, I'll get right back to you. Okay, now the next step, I've got the ciabatta bread cut apart like this, and you can see the texture of the ciabatta bread, which it really looks like the muffaletta bread. So then I'm about to skip a step. I have some extra virgin olive oil I put to the side, and you really want to kind of wipe each piece of bread with the olive oil. It's really important because it soaks into the bread and it just makes it taste so delicious. So that's what we're gonna do. Putting a little olive oil on each side of the bread, the inside. So we're gonna do that. Just like that. And the next step is we're going to put the olive spread that we made in there on each side. And you want to put a generous amount because it adds to the flavor of the sandwich. So I usually put it on both sides because, you know, I just like it and I like it to absorb into the bread. So we're just going to put it in both sides. Now let me tell you, the longer this olive spread sits, the better it tastes. It gets more marinated and everything. But for the sake of making the video, I'm just going to go ahead and use it right away. But you can let it sit and let the juices marinate. You can set it overnight and make your muffaletta sandwiches the next day for your party, or a get together, or just for lunch. You know, this makes a great sandwich for lunch. So I'm getting all the wonderful goodness of this olive spread that we've made on here. Okay. So, you know what, guys, while I'm doing this, you know, please like my videos on Kathy's Creole Kitchen. And if you make the recipes, let me know how you like them and how they turned out. And get your friends to subscribe to my page so that I can keep doing this. I love doing it and I want to keep doing it. Now, the next thing we have is, I have a lot of some slices of deli meat. I have, this is what you're going to need for the muffaletta sandwich. I have some Genoa salami. I have mortadella. I have ham, and I have provolone cheese. And so what we're going to do is we're going to layer this. I always put the salami on the bottom layer, because it's just so good. So we're going to put that on the bottom layer like that. That's the salami. Now we're going to put the mortadella, and the mortadella has pistachios mixed in it. It's really, really good. But you want to get quality meat. Don't go and get something that's not real good, because then it won't be so tasty. So there we go. We're layering the mortadella on it. Right there and there. And the next one is the ham. I know everybody likes ham. It's not always good for us, but it tastes so good. So we're gonna, and these are pretty big slices, so I'm just gonna fold them over a little bit, like so. This is a very impressive thing to make for a get-together or a little party or something like that. And as you see, I have leftover olive salad, so you could save that in the refrigerator. Like I say, you can let it marinate, and you can make sandwiches with it the next day, because it's really good. Now we're going to add the provolone cheese. So let's put the provolone cheese on there. And I got boar's head everything, because boar's head is a high quality meat, and it is heart healthy. So I'm always trying to stay heart healthy. You guys know that's just part of who I am. So we got this now, and this, and then we just take the top of the sandwich, press it down. You can heat this up if you like. I like them just like this. Wonderful, and it's a cool kind of, and that's it. That's it to a muffaletta sandwich. Let me get a knife and cut it in half and take a nice delicious bite out of it. I'm gonna cut it in fours, because normally when you buy the giant sandwich, that's how it's done. It's done into 4 pieces, and 4 pieces of course equals one each piece equals a sandwich. But this is the way you can serve them for a party, and you don't have to worry about them being hot. You just put them out on a tray, you cut it into 4s and put it out on a tray. Oh my God, this is delicious. This is so good. I can't even tell you. I want you to make this for your family, make it for your friends. Try it, let me know how you like it. Leave me some notes on my page. And by all means, share the recipe with your friends. Share the YouTube channel, Kathy's Creole Kitchen, with your friends. And come back to see me every week. Because every week I got a new authentic New Orleans recipe. And I want to thank you guys for visiting me today. Make this recipe and let me know how it turned out. Thank you so much for watching Kathy's Creole Kitchen, and y'all have a great weekend.